Alrighty, fine. Well, we're here with another incredible week of fitness. We are on Monday, starting with a little bit of strength work in EMOM for 16 minutes. We're looking for 50 seconds of work at each station, followed by just 10 seconds of rest, transitioning into the next one. So in that first minute, we're gonna be getting in a plank. In that second minute, we're gonna be getting in right arm dumbbell strict presses. In the third minute, we're gonna be getting in some sit-ups. And in that fourth minute, we're gonna switch over to the other side and get in some left arm dumbbell strict presses. So, my beautiful assistant behind me, Dave, is gonna show us what that plank looks like. I'm just gonna angle this down just a hair. There he is, there he is. So, he's gonna be in that plank. Feet are together, obviously. Dave doesn't like to do feet together. His elbows are directly under his shoulder, and you can see there's no arch in his back right there. Right there, no arch. So show us what an arch would look like in your back, Dave. Oh, he's sagging those hips, arching that back. That is not what we want when we're looking at a plank. So you're gonna hold for 50 seconds, ideally holding the whole time through. If you need to break it up a little, that's okay, but stay within that 50-second time frame. In that second minute, like we already talked about. He's gonna stand on up now. He's gonna have that dumbbell in his right hand. When he's sitting up on his shoulder, he wants his elbow not curling in, but slightly out to the side where he can kind of pull that shoulder blade back and down on his backside. From here, he's gonna take a big breath in, make sure his ribs stay down. You can see he's bracing with his opposite hand as a little cue for himself. He's gonna press his wrist right out over his shoulder the whole time. The elbow fully locks out, and he's getting his bicep all the way to his ear. Then we'll just go right to minute 4 here. He'll switch arms and then he will go on the left side. Beautiful, just beautiful. And then that last station we haven't talked about yet is the third station where he's just getting in sit-ups. We've done a ton of these during quarantine, but we'll go over them really quickly. 2 options. One is feet can be butterflied together. Dave's gonna start by reaching back, touching the floor behind him, throwing his hands up and grabbing his toes. He's gonna make sure his lower back does not lift up. Beautiful. Then the other option is for him to go feet flat on the ground. Knees are pointing up to the sky. He's gonna do the same thing on the way back, but when he comes up, he's gonna have his hands outside of his legs this time. And his shoulders are gonna come all the way up and touch his knees. Really nice reps, really nice. Then, after our 16 minutes of strength, so you'll be going through that 4 times, through that EMOM of strength, you're gonna be going into your conditioning piece for the day. It's gonna be an AMRAP 8 of just 2 movements. It's an up ladder by 4 of push-ups. So it's an up ladder by 4 of push-ups, but after each round, you are getting in 32 double unders or 48 single unders, right? We're doing 1.5 times?
1.5.
1.5, so 48 single unders would be the modification. So the workout would go 4 push-ups, 32 double unders, 8 push-ups, 32 double unders, 12 push-ups, 32, so on and so forth. Your goal for this workout is to get through the round of 24. So we're trying to get all the way through the round of 24. That's 8 rounds, so you have to average about 8 rounds, or 1 round a minute. 8 rounds a minute would be a lot. 1 round a minute to get there. Actually, no, sorry, it's 6 rounds. Bad math. 6 rounds, so you gotta be averaging, you can average a little higher than a minute a round to get to that point. With the push-ups, Dave's gonna go on down to the ground. We can modify by either going to an elevated surface or going onto our knees. Dave's gonna show us the full one. Similar setup to the plank, except he's on his hands instead of his elbows. As he lowers his chest to the floor, his elbows are gonna stay in nice and tight. He's making sure he's locking out his elbows at the top of each rep. If you gotta go to your knees, one thing we want you to avoid is sticking your butt up in the air and arching your lower back. We want from your shoulders to your knees to be one straight line. So what Dave's doing right now is no good. Show us what good knee push. Oh my gosh. That's just perfect. Lastly, the double unders. Dave doesn't have a rope. Dave doesn't have a rope, but he does have his imaginary rope, which is much more powerful. He can get triple unders or quadruple unders with this rope. He's very talented with it. So if you have your rope, you're double under, you're jumping up into the air, nice and relaxed shoulders, trying to get that rope under the feet 2 times in one jump. If you're doing single unders, you just gotta get that rope under 1 time. Again, if you got those dubs, awesome, rock and roll. If you're modifying to the single unders, you got 48. If you're just gonna be doing hops over a dumbbell, you're just keeping the same amount of double under. So you would be doing 32 of those hops over the dumbbell each round. Again, you're aiming for 24 plus. Try to stay unbroken with your push-ups through the round of 12 or 16. Good luck with this one. You know we're gonna have fun.